Hi everyone, welcome back. Patricia here. So you may have heard of the home management binder, and today I want to share with you my version of that. The home management binder is just like a place where you put all the information that you may need to run your home. So instead of a binder, which is something that I saw a lot over YouTube, I just went ahead and used a regular folder with those like paperclip prongs in the middle. I like it because it's more flat and it can just kind of easily slip in and out of small spaces because I don't have a lot of room to keep stuff. And like with the 3-ring binder, you know, you get that 1 inch and then it's a triangle kind of shape. I don't know, but I feel like they don't stack as well. So I just have a folder and then I have dividers. I have an 8-pack of dividers, but you can get as many or as few as you think you need. The sections that I have are money, zones, which refers to zone cleaning, and I'll get into that, projects, and then I have a blank one in the middle just in case I, come up with something later. Next I have girls, books, seasonal, and then I have another blank. So though I have an 8-pack, I only have 6 categories. So starting with money, I kind of put my budget in a nutshell here. Now there's not too many specifics, but I put our monthly income and then I put how much I divide into savings right away because it's a flat amount, always the same. And then I put also how much I put into my taxes and insurance account because my husband gets paid like his gross payment. So our taxes aren't taken out yet. So I had to make sure to take out that exact number of taxes and put it into our savings account for taxes. Otherwise, we'll spend the whole money and come tax season, we'd owe like thousands of dollars. So I make sure I take it out right away. And sometimes his income fluctuates. So I like to have it here because as I budget every month, I may forget like how much do I put in savings again, or what's the amount we have to save for taxes. So not only do I save for taxes, but I also have some money for insurance. So I've divided out like how much our car insurance is per month. So I put that small amount in every month, and then when car insurance comes up every 6 months, I already have that. I can do a whole separate video on how I do my savings accounts, but I have the quantities and all the little amounts written down here. You can also type it up and print it however you'd like. I also have some templates where I track my spending so I can see like how much we paid in electricity in February last year to see if February this year is kind of on par, water, all that stuff. Now skipping ahead to zones. By the way, if you want more details on any one of these 6 categories I'm going to share with you, I would be happy to share that. So just let me know in the comments below. So going on to zones, I kind of have an overview of what zone cleaning means to me. I heard of these through How Jen Does It. I was like binging on her videos. Actually, Border Bananas first. I like heard that term from her first, and then she kind of like led me to Jen, and then Jen mentioned Fly Lady, and so that's where I stopped. I haven't looked into Fly Lady, but I want to. So I have her blog bookmarked on my Safari browser, but I kind of divided my home into the zones, and so I have a list here of what I think my zones are. I'm kind of brainstorming this and how I would break it up if I were to do the zones. So I'm like really focused right now on how to maintain a clean home without too much effort or time. So I'm really working on that. So it's in pencil because I may erase it so you might not be able to see, but I have like, for example, zone 1 would be my kitchen. So like day 1 would be the refrigerator, day 2, cabinets and drawers and so on. It sounds crazy. If you know zones, you know what this is. But if not, I would love to share that with you soon. So the next section is projects, and I heard Jen explain this to be like, if you're working on a home project, let's say you're renovating your bathroom or you're just redecorating your child's room, you can keep track of your budget, paint samples, names of furniture, anything like that in this section. This could even be something like if you're hosting a baby shower, she said, or a bridal shower or a birthday party, all the stuff for the project can go into this section. So section for my girls is also blank, but I plan to put things like, this is like just basic, how tall they are and how much they weigh, those things that you may need to know at any given moment. Again, this one was from, I watch a lot of YouTube, you guys. Happily a Housewife, I think that's her name. She was saying that she fills out a lot of forms for her kids and they want to know like height and weight and all that stuff. Her kids play sports, and so it's good to have that all in one spot. It's also open. This is sort of a new project to me, so as I add to it, I'll let you know over on Instagram or an updated video down the future about what other stuff I put in this section. If they have allergies, I don't want to keep any of their medical records here because I have a really nice spot for that, but just quick information that you may need. The next section is books, and that's just for me, but my husband can use it too. And so throughout my days, I get a lot of recommendations. I hear about them over on Instagram or blogs, or somebody posts a video and they say what they're reading, and I want to write those down because I sometimes find myself with nothing to read, but I know that I've been recommended stuff, so I want to keep track of that list here. And then we come over to seasonal, and so for seasonal, it could be things kind of piggybacking off of the projects category. Like Easter's coming up, you can write down if you're hosting Easter, who you're inviting, what you want to cook, you know, if you're doing potluck, who's bringing what, stuff like that. It would be a great place to keep track of all the details for Christmas season, all the festivities and church events and gifts and all that kind of stuff. So seasonal can be changed quite often. I have blank paper in the back because I do like to do pen and paper. And then I have some page protectors, which are acting sort of like folders, so I can just slip in any notes that I've jotted down along the way. I also have a poly envelope zippered one for my bookmarks because I like to have bookmarks, and little pamphlets that I haven't quite read yet. I keep my vision board in the very back. In this pocket in the back, I have like a P.O. box thing because I'm debating on getting a P.O. box from my local post office. The thing about a 3-ring binder is you can easily open up the rings and take out the pages and add more pages. So with this one, I mean, it's not as easy. It can be done. You just kind of have to undo the little fasteners here. You just kind of have to open these up, and that might be tedious to do often. So one thing you can do is just use page protectors. So the plastic page protectors open at the front. I have this here. These are my girls' reading logs. Yes, they're 1 and 3 and they have reading logs, but there's this program we're part of at the library. So it's a page protector. I can easily slip things in and out. This is perfect for papers that are smaller, but they also fit the full-size sheet. So if you don't want to open those fasteners so often and you're constantly or frequently changing your papers, just put them in one of these and it'll save you the trouble. I got this folder a long time ago at Staples. Like, I think I was still in college, I'm not even sure. And it's holding up because it's that poly one. It's kind of plastic, and I'm kind of careful with my stuff. You can get the peachy folders, which are kind of like a cardstock at Dollar Tree. They come in 2-pack. In fact, I'm gonna do a Dollar Tree haul soon, so check that out if you want to see it. But they have a black and a gray and like red and orange and all these different colors with the fasteners. So you can get this type of folder at Dollar Tree. There's one more feature that I really like to this, and again, if you get a regular binder with the plastic covering, you can do this too, but because it is plastic, I can write on it with my wet erase markers. So let me show you. Here's the package. I kept it. I got this at Target. I've had vis-a-vis markers for a long time because as a teacher, you know, you use a lot of different types of writing utensils. So these are wet erase. They're called vis-a-vis brand. It's actually Expo brand. They're called vis-a-vis. You might remember these from way back in the day when your math teacher would use an overhead projector. They are wet erase. So for example, I have dates written here. I haven't erased, but I can rub it and it won't erase. Unlike a dry erase, you know, it really would. In order to erase these, I'd have to either lick my finger or spray it with water or get a wet wipe or something. So that's how that's removed. The reason I like that feature is because one of the best things I keep in this folder is my weekly agenda. Now, I've tried different planners, you guys know I have, and I keep coming back to Simple. Simple seems to be best for me. So these little 7 days a week sheets are what I'm using right now and what I've used most consistently since I started to become more organized. So what I can do is just slip this in the front, and you can see here I could just check off onto the folder itself. Now, why would I do that when I wrote on the paper? So the reason I was doing this, I was testing my less waste. I was seeing that if I could recycle that piece of paper because I'm getting low on my pad and I wonder if I really want to buy more. But if I just laminate the sheet itself or put it in a page protector or even in this folder, then I can kind of perpetually have a 7-day-a-week list. You know what I mean? I can just write on there, erase it, and next Monday start fresh. Little projects like this totally excite me. I love being organized and having everything in one place. And not only that, but like a streamlined place. So if you have a home management binder, I want to know what sections you have, what things you think I can add. I have 2 empty sections, but of course I can always change the ones I have. If like books turns out to be not used very much, I'm totally fine changing it to something else. So I hope me sharing this folder with you gives you some ideas of how to get your life more organized. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.